Okay, hello. What I'm going to do in today's tutorial is show you how to make a companion. And you'll be able to tell him to wait, you'll be able to tell him to follow you, obviously, you'll be able to fire him, you'll be able to open his inventory and trade with him for stuff. So, now most tutorials would show you how to make an NPC companion, but I thought I'd do something different and show you a creature companion. But if you do want to make an NPC companion, you could follow along making an NPC and it's exactly the same. So, let's think what creature we want. That seems pretty reasonable. Okay. So let's just give him an ID. My Deathclaw. Uncheck and uncheck those. Okay. Yes. So now what we've done is we've created our own unique voice type. Not voice type, we've created our own unique creature that doesn't appear anywhere in the game. Oh my god. What just happened to my desktop? Okay, so we created our Deathclaw. I'll be right back. Okay. By the way, in case it wasn't clear what I did to create him, I just opened up, I just double clicked on our Deathclaw and edited his ID. So let's do it. Let's hit PC level mult, so it'll be the same level as the player character. Factions. Now we're going to want to get rid creature hit Deathclaw. Hold on. Yeah, I would suggest that we get rid of these two factions. And we'll add a new faction. Player faction. So that will make him friends with the player. AI data, definitely change it to either aggressive or unaggressive, because if you have it on very aggressive, he will attack neutrals. So for example, with my Behemoth companion that I made, when I took him to Megaton, he would attack everybody. So that was obviously annoying. And I'm going to take a really quick break now because I have to go. And it'll only be a few seconds for you, but it could be as many as 3 hours for me. So you'll notice this tutorial is on the Fallout 3 GECK. The method I'm using will work for both Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, if you're wanting to follow this along on a Fallout New Vegas GECK. But if you're on Fallout New Vegas, the method I'm using won't have a companion wheel. I am looking into scripting for a companion wheel, but I'm not 100% certain how to do it yet, so we're just going to look at the method that I'm going to use here with our Deathclaw companion. So yep, I've discussed that you should put him into the player faction. I've done this. Packages, I want to delete the packages that are already in here and add a new package. So we're going to select Sandbox to begin with and change this radius to 300 and give it a unique ID. And basically what this does is it just lets him wander around near where we place him in the editor. Now we're going to want to add another new thing. Nope, that's not right. This is going to be his package for when you tell him to wait. So we're not going to want to do anything with this yet. We're just going to leave it like that. And now the important one, we're going to want to go to a follow package, and we're going to check specific reference, and our reference is going to be player, and the follow distance, this is how close he'll follow you. 300 is a comfortable distance. End location. Now we're going to want to go to flags, and we're going to click allow swimming, allow falls, and continue during combat. You can check or uncheck that. I mean, if you uncheck it, he will rush into combat and he'll stop sticking to his 300 follow radius and so on, I think. I'm going to check that because that's just what I did and I learned how to do it myself. So my companion follow. Okay, so next up we're going to set up. Let me just skip through. Yeah, this is all fine. So next we're getting to. We'll make him a voice type as well. I've just remembered what the key difference between creatures are. You'll see here we've got all these checks. Click allow PC dialogue. That will allow the player character to talk with him. And yeah, if you leave this unchecked so he could follow you inside, and click essential if you want him to not die. So we just want to change his voice type. I don't think this is if you want to record voice for him, you need to do this. Or if you don't want to record voice, there's no point. Oh no. Also his factions, might want to put that Deathclaw hit faction back in. Creature hit. I'm not very sure what that creature hit Deathclaw faction does. I'm just going to put it in and see what it does when we get into the game. Now I'm going to go off camera and set up a dialogue. If you don't know how to do a dialogue, check out my dialogue tutorial for how to do a dialogue. Okay, so you can see here I've set up a conversation tree. I've got his greeting, and I've got my companion fire, my companion follow, my companion open, my companion wait. Now there's one thing you also want to do: uncheck script processing delay and change that to 1, because the default value is 5 seconds and you don't want to wait 5 seconds for your companion to start following you. So just check that to 1 and we're going to hit OK. And now we're going to write out the script. New. So we're going to go scn my companion script. And so first of all we're going to declare some script variables. And to declare a variable you type short and then give it a name. So we're going to go short do once and short status. Those will come into play later. So we're going to type begin game mode, which means that this script will be running while the game is running. We're going to write if in brackets, I wrote id, if in brackets do once, that's our variable, once, our variable from above, doesn't equal 1, because all variables begin at 0 by default. They have numerical values. Set status to 1. No. Set status to 3. Set do once. It's not case sensitive, but I like to keep them all in the right case, so set do once to 1. End if end. Now, no errors. Yeah, I was expecting an error. So what this does is it checks if do once doesn't equal 1, and because do once begins the game not equaling 1, it will set status to 3. Again, that will come important later because it will mean that the companion uses his sandbox by default. So I'm just going to introduce you to the practice of commenting. I'm going to include some comments over here. So we put a semicolon in front of it and just go 1 equals follow, 2 equals wait, and 3 equals sandbox. The script will ignore any comments, i.e. anything with a semicolon in front. So this is just a little reminder to us that when status equals 1, our companion will follow us. When status equals 2, our companion will wait. And when status equals 3, our companion will sandbox. So this little bit of script sets status to 3 automatically when the game begins. Ooh, one last thing. Script type, hit quest, save the script, close. So now we're going to reopen my companion quest, and in the script section we're going to look for the script we just wrote, my companion script. Okay. Now, I didn't want to do that because I want to go back into our creature section. Now this is the bit it's liable to go wrong if my memory serves me right. So my companion follow, we open this package and we go to the conditions section and we right click new and we look for get script variable. Now it should say target unknown and we click here, hit target. No, I've just made a big mistake. We actually want to do get quest variable invalid unknown. Yes, I thought target unknown looked unfamiliar. And so now we're going to look for our quest, my companion quest, and we want variable name status and equals 1. So what this means is this package will run when the quest variable status equals 1, like I was explaining before. Now we're going to copy this condition and we're going to go to the guard package and paste it in, double click and change the value to 2. So we're going to enter the sandbox, go to the conditions, paste the conditions, double click and we're going to change the value to 3. So he'll be sandboxing when the value is 3. So now what we're going to want to do is place him somewhere in the world. So I'm going to click wasteland. And we're going to wait. You should always keep saving. You can see I've saved it up here, save your plugin. And we're going to go to, it doesn't matter where you put him, but I like to put things at Vault 101 exterior, just because it's a neat, yes to all. It's an easy place to find. You know, when I'm doing New Vegas mods, I put them in Goodsprings. That's a haven for mods. And here's my Deathclaw. Hit F to drop him to the ground. And he's in the world. Most horrific thing for a new Vault dweller to encounter. So we're going to double click him and see where it says reference editor ID. We're going to go my companion ref. And so what that does is it allows you to reference him in scripts, which is going to be important later. So now we're going to go to my companion quest, topics. I've forgotten to condition it so that only my companion says it. So I'll just go through that. Get his ID, my Deathclaw. Okay. This is covered in the dialogue tutorial that I do. So I'll just go through this really quickly. Now for the actual significant part that's important. So, we're going to do a new condition, and we're going to do it right this time. Get quest variable, my companion quest status, and set that to equals 3. So what that means is the option to fire him will only appear when he's been set. Oh no, sorry, change that to 1. Sorry about that. So the option to fire him will only be available when he is following you. So let's just paste that condition and paste that condition. So now the option to tell him to wait to fire him and open his inventory is only available when you follow him. And now we're going to paste this condition in here and set that to does not equal 1. So that means you can only tell him to follow you when he's not following you. I'm trying to explain it so that you understand it, but I'm not sure if I'm explaining exactly what happens very well. But yep, you know, that's that. I haven't given him a goodbye, so I'll just quickly do that as well. I should have done this off camera really, because it's kind of breaking the flow of the tutorial, but you'll live. Okay, now what we're going to do is in the results script we're going to write set my companion quest, and wherever in my companion quest, make sure that's the editor ID of your quest. Dot status to free. Yes, didn't make a mistake. I always make mistakes here. So what that does is when you fire him, it will set status to free and make him sandbox. So now we're going to write underneath my companion ref dot evp. So that causes, remember, my companion ref should be the reference that you gave your companion here. So what that will do is it will make your companion evaluate his packages EVP. So he'll reevaluate his packages, notice the change in condition, and go back and do a sandbox. So now we're going to write set my companion quest dot status to 1 and set my companion ref dot evp. Also, if you're doing this in the New Vegas GECK, it won't show specifically what is wrong with your script, which can be extremely frustrating. It will just tell you that there was an error, it won't tell you what it is. Anyway, set my companion quest dot status to 2 and my companion ref dot evp. And now what we're going to do is to have him open his inventory. We're going to type open teammate container 1, and that will open his inventory and allow you to trade with him. Now you'll remember before when we did our guard package, I told you that we would come back to it later. So he'll want to reference the guard near reference. So we're going to go to select editor location. Whoops, sorry. Select reference in render window. God damn it. You should be a persistent reference. Why can't I click on him? Sorry about this. Got it. He's already open, that's why. He is a persistent reference, so I don't know why I'm having trouble clicking on him. AI packages, guard. We're going to look for Vault 101 exterior. There he is. So you'll select my companion ref and guard radius. If you set it to 0, he'll stand completely still. If you don't set it to 0, he will move around a little bit. Ooh, one quick thing. Go back into your follow package. Oh yeah, we've already done that on checked end location, so there's no problem. I just need to do a... Yeah, as far as I know, that should be completely done. I'm going to go into game and test it and see if it is completely done, and if it isn't completely done, I'll come back and make any changes. Alright, I'm back, and I just want to show you one other little thing that you should probably do. So we're going to go scn reset health script, and what we're going to do is show you how to have his health reset when he comes out of combat, like most companions. So we're going to go begin on combat end reset health n. There we go. And now we're going to go to our Deathclaw and just find that script that we just wrote and attach it to him. That's that. It all worked fine. Yep. There's one little if you've been following me on New Vegas GECK, there's one little thing I want to show you. So I'm just going to head off into the New Vegas GECK and show you that. Okay. If you've been following me on the New Vegas GECK, you'll want to have your NPC part of a player faction, but you might also want to add him to this faction. Don't tase me, bro. I know that sounds really ridiculous, but this is a faction that will allow people to enter the strip. That's pretty much it. If it means people, I think that's what it does, because all other companions are part of it. But it will stop your companion being gunned down by the strip robots, pretty much. And you don't want that to happen. So there we go. Just add him to that just to be safe, because I think that's what it does. And that should be everything for this tutorial. If there's anything I've missed out, or if your thing doesn't work, there's a chance I made a mistake. So I'll go back and review that. I've also received quite a lot of subscribers, which is more than I expect. I've got more subscribers than I ever expected to get. So if you've already subscribed, thank you very much for that. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so for more tutorials in the future and general tips on things. So thank you very much for watching, and I really hope that this worked for you. It seemed to work alright when I did a run through with my companion. So, yep. Goodbye.